Rick Ness's journey on Gold Rush has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Ride Season 15 saw him navigating a tough season with mounting setbacks, threatening to sink his mining operation, faced with equipment breakdowns, rising fuel costs, and unpredictable weather. Rick's determination was pushed to the limit. However, Rally Valley offered a glimmer of hope, and Rick's perseverance finally paid off with his biggest gold weigh in ever. This momentous milestone not only lifted the spirits of his loyal crew, but also marked a significant step toward his ambitious goal of 1,500 ounce for the season. The breakthrough came at a critical time. Rally Valley, one of breakthrough Rick's most promising claims, yielded an impressive haul after his crew dug 160 into the cut, battling constant water infiltration that threatened to derail their operation. Water seepage became a persistent issue, forcing the crew to move their pump multiple times to keep the cut dry. Despite these challenges, the team kept pushing forward with their trusty 700 excab and the monster red wash plant working at full capacity. The crew managed to process 181.50 154,000. This haul injected much-needed energy into the team, proving that their hard work was finally starting to pay off. However, the season's defining moment came at the final gold weigh, in a culmination of 3 grueling years of relentless effort. Rick and his crew had faced countless obstacles, from equipment failures to harsh weather conditions and personal struggles, yet through it all they remained focused on their mission to turn Rally Valley into a profitable claim. The final weigh-in wasn't just a routine cleanup, it was a historic moment that could redefine Rick's mining career. As the crew gathered around the familiar gold scale at Rally Valley, excitement was palpable. This weigh-in would reveal whether their hard work had truly paid off. The weigh-in atmosphere was charged with anticipation, with everyone hoping for a record-breaking haul. Rick set the tone, with his characteristic lightheartedness, cracking a joke to ease the tension. Holding a beer in one hand, he stood by the scale with a grin, ready to make history. "Ryan, you going to help me count?" Rick asked his trusted right-hand man, Ryan Hofer. "Yeah, let's do it," Ryan replied, stepping up to assist. With a monumental task, the weigh-in began. Rick carefully placed the first batch of gold on the scale. The numbers climbed steadily, reaching 100. "We've got 100 right here," Rick announced with a satisfied smile. He then added a second batch, bringing the total to 300. "That's a good start," he said as the crew nodded in agreement. But Rick wasn't just aiming for a decent haul, he was determined to break his all-time cleanup record of 350. As he added more gold to the scale, the tension in the room grew. The crew held their breath as the numbers continued to rise. "Let's see what's in this next batch," Rick said, his focus intensifying. The scale's numbers climbed quickly. 50 Oz, 100. 50 Oz, 200 ounces, 300 Oz. Finally, the number stopped at 392 Oz. "The surprise, that's 392. Oh," Rick exclaimed, throwing his hands in the air in celebration. The crew erupted in cheers, their excitement filling the air. It was a massive success. But Rick wasn't finished yet. He had a surprise up his sleeve. "You know what's funny?" he teased, grinning mischievously. "That's not even it." The crew looked at him in confusion. "What do you mean?" Someone asked. "Come up here and take a look at this," Rick said, leading them to another stash of gold. The crew followed him, curious about what he had in store. Rick placed the hidden stash on the scale, and the numbers climbed once more, surpassing the 400 gold mark. "That's another 432, Rick announced triumphantly. The crew was stunned. "Geez, Luis," one of them exclaimed, struggling to process the massive haul. Their hard work, perseverance, and teamwork had finally paid off in a big way. With both weigh-ins combined, the total haul from Rally Valley stood at a staggering 929. Old weigh-in ever, and solidifying his place As one of the top miners in the Gold Rush franchise, Ryan Hofer summed up the moment perfectly. "That's Rick's biggest gold weigh-in ever," he said. Clearly impressed by the milestone for Rick and his crew, the massive cleanup was more than just a financial win. It was a testament to their resilience, determination, and belief in their mission. The Rally Valley claim, which had once seemed like a daunting challenge, had now become a symbol of their success. Back at their journey, Rick reflected on the challenges they had overcome 3 years ago. "I wasn't sure we'd make it this far," he admitted, "but we kept going, we kept digging, and now here we season success." The season success didn't come without sacrifices Rick's crew had faced. Long hours, harsh conditions, and personal struggles along the way, yet their unwavering dedication had brought them to this pivotal moment. As Season 15 continues, Rick Ness's story serves as a powerful reminder that perseverance and hard work can turn even the most challenging situations into historic victories. The Rally Valley success is a testament to the fact that with determination and grit, miners can strike it big even when the odds are against. The future looks bright for Rick and his crew. With their newfound momentum, they're poised to take on even bigger challenges and set new records in the seasons to come. For now, though, they're savoring their hard-earned victory, celebrating a milestone that will go down in Gold Rush history. As the crew packed up their equipment and prepared to move on to the next claim, Rick couldn't help but smile. "We're not done yet," he said confidently. "There's more gold out there, and we're going to find it in the world of gold mining." Rick, a turning point. Ness had faced his fair share of challenges, but one moment stood out as a defining moment in his career. It wasn't just about the gold they had extracted. It marked a pivotal turning point for Rick and his crew, symbolizing years of perseverance and resilience. As Rick stood with his team, the weight of their success was clear. He expressed his deep gratitude, reflecting on his 13 years in the mining industry. "This is the highlight of my 13 years of mining," Rick said, his voice thick with emotion. "And the fact that we did it with just 7 of us, I can't thank you guys enough." His words resonated with the crew, who had faced immense challenges together and shared in the incredible success. Rick's sentiments were not just about the gold, but about the collective effort that had brought them to this point. "This is why we come up here," he continued. "When we put up numbers like this, we all go home really happy." His gratitude was palpable, and his connection with the crew was evident. "I feel very grateful for you guys," he added, fighting back tears of appreciation. The crew responded with warmth and affection, a reflection of the camaraderie that had developed over the years. "We love you, man," one of them said, reinforcing the deep bond and mutual respect that had been built through countless trials and triumphs. Rick took a moment to reflect on the journey that had brought him here. "The last 2 years have really been a game changer for me," he admitted. 3 years ago, he felt he might have been on the brink of leaving the industry altogether. "I really was," he confessed. The road had been tough, marked by financial struggles, difficult seasons, and personal hardships, but with the right people by his side, Rick had made an inspiring comeback. "The last 2 years have really been a game changer for me," Rick said, acknowledging the pivotal role his team had played in his revival. To come back, and to come back with the right people, that's what's been important. The crew showed their appreciation for Rick's leadership, their admiration clear. "We love you, Rick," one of them said sincerely. Rick nodded, deeply moved, and responded, "I love you guys too." As the celebration subsided, Rick shifted his focus to the future. Rally Valley, the gold-rich area they had been mining, had shown immense promise. Holding up the gold they had just weighed, Rick pointed to the bounty they had discovered after seeing what Rally Valley had to offer. "You can see it right there in the pan," he remarked. "There ain't no lying about that." The gold-rich channel stretched for miles across the valley, and Rick was confident that they were only scratching the surface. The channel goes on for miles on this ground. I think that's our future, Rick said, filled with optimism. However, he acknowledged that there would be hurdles ahead, particularly regarding water licenses. If we have a future here, it's going to depend on the water licenses, he explained. We're going to face some hurdles, I'm telling you right now. Despite these challenges, Rick remained resolute. But as long as we're willing to go after it, we've got it, he said confidently. The gold is there. As the season came to a close with the crew final way, and there was a shared sense of pride and accomplishment. They had extracted 929.com. It was a celebration of the journey, the people, and the triumphant comeback that had defined his career. For Rick, the gold was just part of the story. The real treasure lay in the resilience, the teamwork, and the unwavering determination to succeed no matter the odds. It was a season they would never forget, and a testament to the strength of the human spirit.